Hey, we are here. Finally, let's go, shall we?
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Farelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
Good God, what is he talking about? The Blight is the threat here, not Orlais.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The south is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, and we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
Seriously, you sold Farelden citizens into slavery. Seriously, you sold Farelden citizens into slavery to fund your war.
What's this? There is no slavery in Farelden. Explain yourself. There is no saving the alienage. Damage from the riots has yet to be repaired. There are bodies still rotting in their homes. It is not a place I would send my worst enemy. There is no chance of holding it if the Blight comes here. Despite what you may think, Warden, I have done my duty. Whatever my regrets may be for the elves, I have done what was needed for the good of Farelden.
Well, maybe. But was sending an apostate to poison Aemon your duty as well? Now that's important because we are talking about Joan and Mira has something to say about it.
I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone, it would be my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's justice. Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this, Tyrn Loghain. Interference in a Templar's sacred duties is an offense against the Maker.
Whatever I have done, I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this Warden has done with my daughter.
Really? You're here to answer these things. In any case, what are you talking about? Mira, why are you teleporting?
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Farelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
We cannot trust Loghain.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fareldens have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Well, the Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough. Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Okay, so I've said before, I don't really think that a mage against Loghain would work. Yes, it would work. I mean, it could work because I could beat him, but the best thing you can do is to set him against a very good tank. And this is why my champion, that will be Sten, has been switched from two-handed to full tank sword and shield. Because I don't know why it's a problem that's in every Dragon Age game. Two-handed warriors don't make good tanks. They are extremely bad. You cannot count on a two-handed warrior to actually be the tank of your party. It's incredibly sad, but that's the truth. So I forgot about this at the beginning of the game, so I just respect Stan, and now he's gonna be my champion. And yeah, regarding Mira, I don't think a duel with a mage or between Mira and Loghain would be fair for both of them. It's not fair towards Mira and it's not fair towards Loghain. It's exactly like the Proving. It's not the bestest. So let's go with Stan.
Finally.
Then prepare your champion and let us see an end to this.
Alright, so I'm very bad at using tanks. Always been. Cannot help it. I try my best. By the way, there are many reasons why Mira wouldn't choose Alistair, because, I mean, she needs him intact first for the marriage and everything. But I also honestly think that Mira thinks...
It shall be as you say.
I think Mira thinks about Stan as her own kind of bodyguard person. I mean, they have a very good relationship and they understand each other. So I hope I will be using a lot of healing. I'm pretty sure of that, because Stan does not have much constitution. Game Logain has heaps of willpower, and he's also a champion. So this is gonna be tough. Do you want to do something, Stan? Like... he's turning around, so... Let's try.
It is.
Oh, he won. Come on, Stan, try not to miss, maybe? Shield Bash, do you want to try Shield Bash? It's not the right moment, but... Let's try. What do we have here? Try everything.
As you wish.
Oh! Okay, alright. Come on, Stan, you can do it. They always kinda miss. When they throw their opponent at the ground, when you try to hit them on the ground and you're a tank, they almost miss. Always. No, they almost miss. They always miss. Almost all the time. Oh my god.
Face me! Enough! I will prevail!
Oh, by the way, that's a rune on Stan's sword that paralyzed Logan.
Yes!
Oh, he got him! I can't believe it.
Your champion has won. I concede.
Well, I accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. Patean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
You would like to make him a warden?
There are 3 of us in all of Farelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
I don't think we are forgetting it. But Riordan has a point. We should put him through the joining.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't.
Joining the Wardens is a reward? He still doesn't get it now. Not all of us have spotless honor, you know. Actually, most of us, Wardens, don't.
Some things can't be undone or forgiven. This goes way beyond having spotless honor. We aren't talking about a minor hiccup in his past. I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Logain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
Yeah, he's disappointing. I thought we had arranged for a marriage.
And I thought the whole idea was to bring Loghain to justice. Funny how plans change, isn't it?
You'd throw away a very fortunate alliance for petty revenge? Perhaps Farelden is better off without you, Alistair.
I agree. Now, you see, if Alistair keeps going on like this, Mira will have no choice. She will have to get rid of him. And by the way, this is not for revenge. It's to technically, right, save Farelden from the Blight. This point of revenge is a moot point now, is it? Anora is perfectly right about this.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
How could you do this to me? I am trying to do what's best for Farelden, or I was, until you started acting like a child.
This isn't just about the kingship. I guess I always knew I didn't deserve to be so happy. I just didn't expect you to agree.
Really? You didn't?
Especially in front of all of Farelden.
You're ridiculous. Don't be hysterical.
I'm not. I'm perfectly lucid. I will not stand beside Loghain, and neither should you. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution.
Indeed. At this point, Anora is right, Alistair. And by the way, she is.
You know, I must not have heard that right. I could have sworn you just ordered my death. What happened to you? Can you hear yourself? I'm going to be thrown on the pyre along with Duncan and all the others, am I? Nothing I did counts for anything?
Are you hearing yourself? You're putting your revenge above the Blight, like above all the country of Farelden. I mean, it's not like Mira cares about the country of Farelden, but this is playing in her favor now. So, she now has Loghain. She doesn't need Alistair anymore, especially since Alistair now seems to be her enemy. Plus, he's now suddenly starting to make his own decision when right from the start he put Mira in command. So it was your choice, Alistair, not mine.
Really? And here I was thinking how you left me no choice at all.
Guards, take him away, please. And now, lords and ladies of Farelden, there is still a Blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Farelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Farelden.
I love this game. Everybody thank Alistair for his amazing performance.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I understand.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy.
Probably easier than what you imagined. I mean, having Alistair marry her would have been great for Mira. But now, thank God, Loghain survived, and now she can use him as leverage with Anora. So she's lost Alistair, but maybe she's gained something even more useful. I suppose he did what he thought he was right in his own mind. We all do.
As he always has. I'm simply glad that it didn't result in a sad end for a great man. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united Farelden, Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Here we go. Landsmeet is concluded. Now I have to level everybody up. I don't think anybody has anything to say about what just happened. But we need to go pick up some stuff. Do you have something to say? You?
His lordship has gone on to Redcliffe. This is all so unsettled.
Yeah. Let's see if Nigella has something to say. Oh, she's not here. Alright. I'm going to pick up Alistair's stuff. Oh, Nigella, talk to me. I can't talk to you. Oh, well. I'm checking because I'm afraid that everything I looted before is, you know, unlooted again, like the books and everything. So, that must have been a bug. I admit I have lots of mods, and so the runic worry token is restricted to him, so I'm gonna take all the rest, but not that. Alright, hey. I would expect there to be a room there. Okay. Mira is really angry about Alistair, not because she, you know, she couldn't afford to let him leave either, because he was pretty angry at her, and she doesn't need somebody discussing her authority or even be against her. So she's angry because he was really an idiot. Like, Anora was perfectly right when she said that he was giving up a favorable position for petty revenge. I guess Alistair was not good at playing the game. You have no idea how much time I spent just setting the whole equipment again and respecking. Oh yes, we finished the love letter quest. Yay!
What can I get you, stranger?
I finished a favor for one of your interested parties. There we go. 6 sovereigns is not bad. For a quest that you basically just happen on, because it's really a no effort quest. There are no dialogue triggers here. Are we done with Wade?
Tell me, what did the Canary come to Thedas for?
You know the answer.
Do I?
Yes. Why did humans come here?
Humans have always been here.
Have they? The elves tell another story.
That happened so long ago, it can reasonably be said that humanity has been in Thedas forever.
You have a strangely short view of eternity, then.
Okay, I know. There is a dialogue trigger point there. Okay, hey Wade.
Hope you enjoy your armor. I'm glad Heren let me make something decent for a change.
Welcome. Oh, it's you.
Oh, really?
Please leave. And if you have any more scales, you can shove them. Yeah, just leave.
Okay. Well, we cannot access the shop, really. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I liked their banter. I think they are both weirdly right. Both Logan and Stan have a point on... I understand what Logan is saying, and I at the same time understand what Stan is saying. Okay, so I'm directed to camp. Believe it or not, nobody really has a dialogue after the Landsmeet. And nobody, sadly, this is like a real shortcoming for me. When Alistair dies, nobody has anything to say about it. Nobody has anything to say about the Landsmeet in general. That's minus in this game, honestly, because you would think that after such a big event, your companions would have some opinions. I don't know, just thinking. He didn't have anything of use in his shop.
So, are you going to continue staring at me as if I am covered in eels?
Eels would be something.
Prudery. How charming. I expected paranoia. This is much better. I prefer to be stared at lustfully, if at all.
Keep trying, then.
Oh? Then shall I demonstrate an act or two, and you may tell me hot or cold?
I'll save time. Cold.
You are a tease.
Oh my god. So yeah, I'm going around a bit, so you will hear some banter. I'm basically going into shops and trying to find a decent ring. See what I can buy, mostly. Before the last battle. That's about it.
So, have you changed your mind, Stan? I dream about you and I, if you must know.
You would, even if I were interested in a small thing like you. The Kunari Act is unpleasant.
Unpleasant? Unpleasant how? Now I really am interested.
Deadly.
And what if I didn't mind? I enjoy a little animation.
You'd be less animated afterward.
It sounds as if I am arousing your passions already, my dear Stan.
Parshera, why do you pester me?
Because 'tis amusing, that is why.
Why deadly, Stan? How do you, reproduce if it's deadly? Poor Logain be like, what the F I'm doing here? Really, what I'm doing here? Yeah, we're going shopping, Logain. Bear with us.
You seem so deep in thought, my dear Stan. Thinking of me, perhaps? The two of us together at last?
Yes.
What did you say?
You will need armor, I think. And a helmet. And something to bite down on. How strong are human teeth?
How strong are my teeth?
Kunari teeth can bite through leather, wood, even metal given time. Which reminds me, I may try to nuzzle.
Nuzzle?
If that happens, you'll need an iron pry bar. Heat it in a fire first, or it may not get my attention.
Perhaps it would be better if we did not proceed.
Are you certain? If it will satisfy your curiosity.
Yes. Yes, I think it is best.
You found your match, Morrigan?
Do you know of the Cassandra, the sundew in the common tongue?
I do not believe so.
No? You are so alike, I thought you kindred.
What is that supposed to mean? What is the sundew?
A flower.
Oh? I am a flower, am I? How unexpected.
That entraps and devours insects.
Ah, now that I expected.
Oh, that was sweet, Stan.
The swamp witch has been looking at me oddly. Stop it, or I will crush its tiny bird-like head.
I am simply finding it difficult to believe that there is a woman inside of there.
A woman who is also a warrior, and a dwarf.
Yes, that would explain a great deal.
Oh god. Shell just admitted to being a woman and a dwarf. Guys, we need to drink.
Why did you leave them?
I beg your pardon?
The men at Ostagar. They were your brothers in arms, were they not?
They were.
Your place was on the field.
Do Kunari soldiers never retreat, then?
We never need to.
We do.
I'm loving the banter between these two, because they both make kinda sense in their own way.
So are all of your kind similarly powerful, Kunari?
I am not here to satisfy your curiosity, creature.
That is true. I suppose I sounded like a human chattering away. I apologize.
No, it is I who should apologize. You are no human. You are a vastly superior construct.
That's kind of the Qunari to say. If all your people are like you, it's a wonder you haven't crushed the humans under your heel.
I have wondered the same thing.
One just needs to look at them. They're so...
small.
Exactly.
You and I, we are of the same mind, Kadan.
Look at Stan flirting with Morrigan and Shale. Quite the heartbreaker now.
I saw a golem like you once, back when I was fighting in the army with Marek many years ago.
Good for it.
Could you be the same creature? You were more servile then. Pet of a mage in Arl Rendorn's employ.
Ooh.
Do I strike it as servile?
Not at all. Perhaps I'm mistaken. I would no doubt remember such sarcasm.
Then we're in agreement.
Maybe it was you, Shale. Nope. Okay. Let's not talk about that anymore.
I have a question of religion, Qunari.
Oh god.
For you, Kadan, I will answer.
Would its Khun accept a convert that was a golem?
I do not know. It has never happened. We accept beings of all walks of life, so long as they are willing to accept their place in the world.
And what place is that?
One of equality. Within the Qun, an individual exists to serve.
That is less appealing. Would it consider birds to be its equal as well?
Birds? Birds are but animals. Enlightenment does not await them.
Excellent. That sounds very promising.
Yeah, but you have to obey, Shale. I don't know how you're going to do that now that you have, tasted freedom.
It could have won its battle. It knows this, surely.
I am to be subjected to the golem's ruminations now. Charming.
It said that it did what it had to do in order to protect its nation. But that is not quite true, is it?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Golem.
It could have slain the woman, Anora. Then it would have been made king long before any challenge could have been made.
You are speaking of my daughter, if you're not aware.
I am aware. It said, however, that it would do anything that it had to. But this was not true.
I was unwilling to kill my own daughter, yes, that is true. You think me weak for it?
I am uncertain. Had it known then what it knows now, would its decision have been different?
No, I would not have killed her, even had I known.
Then, I am content.
Okay, guys. You're providing some interesting insight.
The Qunari mentioned something of equality when we last spoke.
I said that all were equal under the Qun, yes.
What of humans? Surely they would not be as equal as others?
All who accept the Qun have their place as any other. In the lands we occupy, even the elves have come to embrace this concept.
And if this place is at the bottom?
If that is where one belongs, then that is where one should be.
The Qunari are a very practical people, Sten.
It is as I have always said, but I thank you.
Define bottom, though.
I wish to say that it has been pleasant fighting at the Qunari's side.
I feel the same. You are a remarkable construct, Kadan. A warrior to be feared.
No more than the Qunari, surely. The way it strikes down its foes, marvelous.
I smile each time you roar a battle cry, knowing our foes tremble.
I could watch you fight all day long. The skill you display, the form, how the light plays on its muscles. I mean, yes, well done with the fighting.
You as well.
Right.
Shale.
Tan Logan, you must have great stories about King Merrick.
Oh? Are you looking for a new slant on the ones they tell in Orlais?
No. Oh, does everything have to be about nationality with you? Why must every moment of life have to be a matter of politics? Do you think they do not admire Merrick in Orlais? Because they do. There is nothing like a dashing rebel prince to capture the imagination, you know.
Even when he rebels against you.
Especially then. It makes him roguish, much more romantic. And if he must face overwhelming numbers of chevaliers with only a few untrained farmers, then he's even more valiant.
Liliana, this runs counter to all sense and accountability.
People aren't sensible creatures all the time, and stories are accountable to no one. Have you never loved a tall tale simply because it made your heart race? You can all you like. You know I'm right.
I'm just loving your banter with Logain, guys.